Hey, good morning, everyone. I am back, and so I don't know if you can tell, if you can hear it, but it's definitely raining. I said that I wanted to test my shit in the rain last night, and I think more than anything, I kind of wanted to do a quick video just showing why it's important to test your gear in all conditions before you go anywhere. So as you can see, my yard's gotten a decent amount of rain, and over here where I'm pitched at, which is pretty much the only spot that I can pitch at in my yard, I've got a pretty good puddle going right here under where my setup was. Now, one of the things that I really wanted to say about this was that, this was actually doing pretty well for me for as far as like the rain fly keeping... Trying not to soak my feet any more than they already were. As far as like keeping my hammock dry, it was doing fine from the top. I think I slung my hammock down a little bit lower than I needed to. But I'm going to show you something. I don't know if you can tell, this is looking straight down the line. Over on this side, it comes in much shallower than on the right side, and that's because over here I have a fence line here, and so as far as where to peg out to, I pegged it out too shallow. I should have pulled it out farther. So when it started to rain, I actually had this side of the tarp coming down onto the side of my hammock, and so I wasn't getting wet on top, but I was getting wet from the side. But under here, it's actually super dry. So all I really needed to do is peg this thing out farther. Kind of have the scattered remains of my ripcord. I thought I had brought this in. That's got to dry out. So really this is more than anything a quick cautionary tale. I'm laying here, 3 in the morning, the storm starts rolling in, and my whole side's getting wet, and I was fortunate enough, because I was testing it here at home, that I could pull the cord on the Adventure, and I went ahead, I was able to just pull the beaners off of my tree straps, had everything that was in my hammock that was still dry, my clothes and my sleeping bag and the hammock itself. I was able to keep that dry under the tarp and run it inside, and my pack got pretty wet because that's a pretty wet spot. I don't know that I would want to be in that spot. This is a really huge learning experience, and I just wanted to use this as a punctuation for anyone else who might be watching this that's preparing and thinking that you don't need to test stuff in the rain. You need to test stuff in the rain. Also, like this for people this year or in the future, if you happen to find this video, test it in the rain, man. This would have been the worst experience had I already been out on the trail and stuck with, not everything wet, just like, mostly it was fine, to be honest with you. The hammock would have been a little bit soggier. My sleeping bag might have been a little bit soggier, but I would have made it through the night. And I have everything in dry sacks, except for my electronics, believe it or not. I had what I thought was a pretty good dry bag, and it split down the side sometime during the night whenever I was making my exit. So I gotta buy a new one of those that's gonna be stronger. In any case, that's about it. So this is me with my happy tarp. I'm happy with the tarp. I just wasn't happy about how I pitched it. It's all learning. Alright. Anyways, just a quick one. So, see you guys later.